Hi, Diana. How are you?
Hi, Lindsey. I'm very good. I'm very happy to see you. I'm very good.
Oh,
How
thank
are you
you. It's
doing?
great to see you too. I'm well. Yeah, it's a beautiful day out. It's about 62 here maybe. Um
Wow, still summer.
17. Yeah, it feels like it's meant to be winter, but it feels like fall, which is really nice. Yeah, how about for
That's
you in Bahrain?
it's yeah, we're now in the evening time, but still it's warm. Like for me, it's getting colder because I like sun and warm weather,
Mhm.
but it's still I think a little bit below your temperature, like a little bit less than your temperature. So
Nice.
it's still good. Yeah, we
Good,
are
good,
enjoying.
good.
Yeah.
Good, good. Well, so do you need anything before we start today? Are you ready to go? Do you need some water or a
I do
break
have
or
my tea, and yes,
good.
I'm ready.
Okay, sounds good. So, what would I know what we've been talking about in prior meetings, but what's going on lately? Do you have something on your mind you want to talk about today?
Yes, I think we need to. I'm trying to figure out now in my life with those things, which is like work and like like the thing what I really want to do, like spiritual path. I'm trying to do some yoga meditation things and start to share my knowledge with people,
Yeah.
and sometimes it's very difficult to switch from the spiritual way to the materialistic world when you
Uh-huh.
need just to get this deal, sell this flat, because I'm a real estate agent, a property advisor, and it's kind of not my thing, honestly.
Mhm.
I'm
Okay,
a little bit
yeah.
disappointed with the work, and at the same time, I'm grateful that I do have this work because it's like it has been difficult to find a work after job after my long travel, and I was away from Bahrain like 5 6 months. 5 6 months. I
Yeah.
was traveling in India, getting my spiritual experience, and it was amazing. It was a very amazing. But at the end, we have to come back to the reality and earn money. Earn money. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
and this is my previous company, and they just they said yes, join us again. We will be happy, but our agreement was a little bit not about the sales agent, it was about the property management. But they said you need to wait for a while because that properties are not ready yet. And I'm still waiting, and I know that it's going to happen. But at the same time, the system of my work is just killing my motivation, and sometimes I become like demotivated, feel down, like I have a hard feelings. I start to thinking, I want to speak, I want to say, like, why you do this, why you do that, why you not informing us about these things, why you not. I don't feel the value for this company sometimes. I mean, like, it can be explained in a good way. For example, what I like about you is that you told me exactly everything, how our meeting is going to be, what we will discuss about. Like, you went with all these details, and it shows the big respect. And this is what it's important, this most important thing, when you respect person, and you have this mutual feelings, good feelings.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to, like, I'm expecting same from the world, and sometimes if we're not getting that, I feel a little down.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I just need to know how to keep my motivation to not depend on the not opinion, to not depend on the situations, what happening in the life, just to accept this kind of lessons, I believe. But in the same time, I need to get some tips how to um, keep my energy higher, be motivated, and how to protect my borders in front of my bosses. and
Okay.
keep good relationships with them, because I don't want to do some things which is, I think it's useless and too much. For example, like paperwork, mini reports every day. He asking us to send him reports and stuff, and it's like he always changing these tasks for us. And like, I don't know what should I focus on. I prefer a
Okay.
little bit different. Yeah.
I
So
just want to stop you there for a moment. That, yeah, this is no, this is really helpful though. And this is what I love about you. You're so self-aware and you kind of see how everything's connected. You recognize that, all these different pieces of your life are connected and you have a sense of how they affect you. And you have a sense that you might need to make some adjustments. You mentioned that you might need some tips. You were trying to balance, if I'm not sure if you use those words exactly, but finding balance between your spirituality, your spiritual life, those values and the value of, needing to make money, right? Having a job that pays the bills right now, based on where you are and what options you have, like we've talked about in the past. So yeah,
yeah.
it's great to be caught up now, since last time we spoke, a bit. I mean, I know there's so much to it, right? So I want to just make sure that, we're making the most of our time in this meeting in this 40 minutes. I do want to, um, be be that caring, sort of helpful person to you. So I'm so glad that you're on board. So I just want to reflect back to you that you mentioned that you have this, you're looking for this balance, the spiritual life and the work, and you have this boss who does not kind of come across from a place of caring about you in your, sort of, as a whole person. It's feeling like he just cares about profits. He wants to just kind of tell the employees, he wants to tell you what to do. He's not checking in with you to see that you have what you need. Um, is that sound pretty accurate, right?
Yes.
So,
Yes, exactly.
okay, and you mentioned you might want some tips to sort of, um, be able to speak up more. You mentioned sort of, maybe using your voice, sort of speaking up about things that don't feel right or aren't working. So there's a lot of different maybe directions we could go with this. But again, I want to, make sure I'm understanding what you really need today. Like, what can we sort of, how can we end this meeting
Mhm.
today with something valuable for you? So do you have a sense of maybe what that might be, where you'd like to be at the end of our meeting, how you'd like to feel, what you'd like to do?
I think we need to do some, like to help me to divide the big target into the small steps, because it seems like it's a huge thing and it's like mission impossible. I mean, inside our fears not giving us the way to see the real, like what we can do. But mm, basically, see, I didn't mention yet, but I wanted to mention it. I forgot.
Sure.
I Yes. So the thing is that, like my work now, it's not like I feel I'm not gonna stay in this with this work for a long time. I mean, like I don't want to stuck with this work for a long time. I want to develop my own, like like kind of practices for people, because I have a lot of information. What can I share with people about the Vedic science and astrology, and all these kind of, like spiritual things. And I really want to start somehow to do it, but I feel shy. First of all, because I don't know how to promote myself. I mean, like if somebody will ask me, I will basically give him more tips, I think. But if it's something related to me, I'm like, what should I do? And I really
Yeah.
losing. I'm lost.
Freeze.
Yeah. So I need
Okay.
to basically know. Maybe I just need to start to do something, because I'm just deciding what can I do. Maybe I want to do this. Maybe I have to call this studio and arrange with them some barter, or maybe I should follow this mm, like a Instagram blogger and try to connect with him to make some, session together. So it's too much thoughts, but there is no result because I don't do step forward. I just
Mhm.
need to pick up something, some direction, how to develop, how to start to give this knowledge to people, and basically start to do some daily steps in the social media, I believe, and somehow to get the energy for this and motivation. And all these things I need to somehow manage with my work and education, which is continuing
Right.
now. I
Mhm.
mean, like
A lot
some
going on.
courses. Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, I just need to speak, calm down, and get little support.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, you have so much energy, but also such an understanding of how important it is to get quiet and right, meditate. You have your meditation practice and knowing that the balance is important. What I'm hearing is you, your work, you mentioned that you don't plan to stay with it forever. You feel that, you sense it's affecting your energy in certain ways. And you also want to, it sounds like you want to make sure that you maintain your energy for your other work that's going on. You're having the education in Vedic science, astrology. I know you're working, working on teaching young people on these topics, like we've talked about. So, and you mentioned wanting to sort of have creating a big target, but create smaller goals.
Yes.
And you mentioned that you want to promote this, but you're not quite sure how to sort of what steps to take, but also keep your motivation up, recognizing that this is a big new endeavor. And then you also have your job, your work, which is sometimes taking your energy. So,
Yes. Most of
yes,
the time.
okay. So I see you nodding and yeah, that feels right. So I'm wondering, again, coming back to today's session, what you'd like to come out of today's session with. I'm hearing this excitement and enthusiasm for thinking about your passions, this education and work that you
Mhm.
want to plan, you want to be your future, but also struggles with kind of the daily work. So we could take this in a few directions. Where would you like to talk more about, promoting your business? Do you want to talk about work-life balance? Do you want to talk about resolving issues at your job? What feels right?
I think we need to speak about the how to start to do small steps for towards the new business for me. I mean, like how to start to find the possibilities, chances to give these sessions, where to find the people. And for me, it's easier to find it in my native language. I mean, like because basically it's much better if you speak in your native language,
Yeah.
so I can describe much more definitely. So I just need to do first step. I mean, maybe just get used to it and accept this thing that the life is changed already and there is no way back. I mean, like there is a way back, but no need. And I just need to, you have to tell me something like, Diana, now you're on this part, you're on this path, and you need to do something. You cannot just stuck on the middle and doing nothing. If you start your movement, you have to do some small steps. And yeah, basically just we need to divide it into the small steps. What can I do to get to get any clients? How to how people developing their business since zero from beginning. I'm always admiring these people, and I feel it's very difficult, but I need to know how what to do because I think
Oh,
this is
yeah.
what I need to do.
Yeah, that sounds great. So, yeah, I think it's really wise to want to move ahead with, your passions,
Yeah.
your what you're loving doing, what gives you energy, and recognizing, I just want to acknowledge that you have that kind of have that wisdom that you're recognizing that by moving forward with your passions may sort of help all areas of your life. Do you would you say that sort of may have been an intuition that you had?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Little,
think
yeah,
so too.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. So that's awesome. Um so that's a brilliant idea. And you mentioned taking small steps. You mentioned, um, but not being sure, sort of, right? How do people start a business from day one? You mentioned wanting to do it in your native language. So it sounds like you're feeling like there's lots of unknowns. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay. So,
sort of. Yeah.
so what do you think, what would be most helpful to you?
Um, Give me options.
Well, so you mentioned, you mentioned daily steps. So we
Mm-hmm.
could explore that. What makes you think that you need to do something daily? I mean, besides the fact that we've just acknowledged that it's a great idea for you and very important for you to sort of immerse yourself, go deeper and spend more time on your future, on these things you love. What could you do every day to put time and energy and love into these new adventures?
I just feel that if I don't do it, then nothing will happen. So I need to I need to do something. I mean, like somehow I have to be. People should be familiar with me through the different sources. And the easiest source I think we all have now, it's a social media, like internet, and we can promote us in the social media. But sometimes, if you are alone, if you don't have a like anyone in your team who can handle different tasks, then you're a little bit like you're just losing your energy because you need to do this and that and that and that and thousand things you have to do alone, and you're
Mhm.
like, oh, what should I start with?
I
So
see.
basically, if somebody will come in my life and my team, like, and will say, all right, you girl, um, focus on that things what you really want to do. I mean, like, create your programs, think what the lessons you can give to the people, sort out the all information what you have, and just to make a plan schedule for what will be the lectures for people and all this stuff. And this partner, I will take all these tasks regarding the promotion, marketing, whatever. I think I will be very happy. But I just don't know how to get this person. Like, it's
I
like it's
see.
difficult sometimes
Mhm.
because we all searching for something really matching you. I mean, not just any market. How they call these people, like
Like an
who
assistant,
are, yes,
a
like
marketing
marketing assistant.
assistant for.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to find something what is really matching. I mean, for those person who will feel it's passion, his passion or her passion as well, not only job. So, and it's a little bit difficult, but now I think I don't do anything because I just afraid of how much thing I have to do. And I think you understand me so good.
Yeah, well, you're explaining yourself very well. Could I just
Thank you.
maybe offer you what I heard, reflect back to you again?
Yes.
Great. You mentioned that you want people to feel familiar with you. And so you brought up social media. And again, I thought back to how you mentioned you'd like to teach, right? And have students in your native language. So that came to mind in terms of social media and people getting familiar with you.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned that it's difficult. You feel that it's difficult when if you don't have a team, you use the word alone. If you don't have a team, then you're alone. And so you described multitasking. You'd have all these different types of things to do: promotion, marketing, planning, scheduling. You mentioned uh, a scenario where if someone told you what to do, sort of told you, all right, now you need to create these programs, create these lessons about what you're going to teach people about, plan them, schedule, create, determine what's going to be in your lectures.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned
Yes.
promotion and marketing. So it sounds to me like you just described everything that,
Yeah.
not everything, right? But all the things that you need to do. So is it fair to say you have a sense of all the things you need to do, but it's a lot. It's just overwhelming. You mentioned that you feel afraid you won't be able to do it all. Um,
Yeah.
so it's a lot of things, and I can validate you there. It is a lot of things. Um, but I think this is half the battle, really, talking about what can we come out with today, out of this session. What do you want? I think you answered my question a bit by saying you want people to be familiar with you. You want to, be able to reach people in your native language. You want to plan lessons. You want to create programs. You want to create lectures. You want to promote yourself. So
Yeah.
does it sound to you like, is it possible that you know more about what you want and need to do than you're aware of? Or maybe something else?
I just like I think I'm just missing one thing is how people can able to constantly, like daily, almost daily, how they can do this routine, how they not get bored of this, and how they can get this energy and motivation. What exactly they say to themselves, what is motivating them to go for this goal, and to not just say, whatever, I'm tired, for example.
What do you think it is? What do you think they do to do this day in and day out? What comes to mind?
Confidence and passion.
Okay, yeah. And how could you find out what what different people do? I mean, if we're talking about, teachers, lecturers, influencers, educators, yogis, astrologists, there's maybe hundreds, thousands of them out there, right? Each passionate, each doing their thing, continuing their education, just moving forward with this.
I
What
think
would
they
be
need
helpful to you to
to
find
have
out?
focus, because I think they're focusing on one thing, or I mean, like the main thing. And for me, it's like I can do this, I want to do this and that, and I want to include like united with my program, and then it's like basically like a butterfly. There is something deep inside I can give for the people, but I'm just I don't have enough focus on one thing. Maybe willpower, the
I
willpower
think you have that too. What do you think? What have you tried
and
to
laziness.
We're not even going to go there, Deanna. We've covered that in multiple sessions. We don't need to go there. That's not a thing for you. What have you tried to discover? Like, can you tell me some ways that you have um, gotten to know what it is you need or to motivate yourself when it comes to these things? You mentioned, I love that visual of feeling like a butterfly. Imagine you going from flower to flower to flower to flower to flower, you know? And, you know, that can be really useful. But when it comes to thinking about your long-term goals, right? What you
Mhm.
really want, you want to reach more people, you want to become familiar with people, familiar to people. You want to educate them. People who are searching for answers from the information and the knowledge that you have, you know, thinking about you wanting to deliver it to them, connecting with them, being their teacher, being a resource for them.
Yeah.
What has been most helpful to you to take next steps towards this? What works for you?
Maybe I need some, how to say that, requests from people when you feel that they need you. I mean, because sometimes we can post in social media some stories, which is I did even today. I made like, some video, like 10 stories, 1 minute each, next to each other.
Amazing.
And
Look
yeah, I
at
was just
you.
yes,
That's
but there is no
amazing.
profit. There is no, I mean, like people
Okay.
just watching that and like, okay, I mean, like I'm just saying something here. I was talking about some deep things, and I think just need to find my right, um, like the right people who need this knowledge.
So you mentioned profit. So money's feeling important too
Mm,
right
no,
now.
I mean, like the profit. I mean, like not only money. I mean, like the profit. I mean, there is no reviews. There is no reactions from people. Of course, profit is important, but again, I'm trying to bring people back to the source and to the nature to remind them that money is just a way how to get what you desire, not more. I mean, like you have to go much higher than just money. You need to go more
Mhm.
deeper than just money. You need to think more above than just money.
Right.
And sometimes people just get excited about money, but they don't think, okay, what's next? For what I need this money? In this
Okay.
case, we're getting a lot of people who don't know their goals. I want to find people who are asking themselves deep questions, and I will be helpful for them. So I need to be needed to someone. I don't know how to say that.
Mhm. Yeah, no, totally. You just did. So you want to find people who are asking deep questions. And that came about, you mentioned sort of feeling like a lot of people don't, you believe, you feel that money is simply to sort of help facilitate. Maybe you didn't use that word, but to help you get what you
Yes.
desire. It's not the thing, right? For fulfillment and happiness. It's not money. Um,
Yes.
it's uh, it's um, it's other non-material things in life, right? Experiences, sense of inner peace, right? Like we've talked about together in the past. Yeah.
Mhm.
So you mentioned, you also mentioned that with the social media, when I asked you that, about it not producing a profit, you said there haven't been reactions. And that's when you went on to say, you're looking for people asking the deep questions. You want to be able to speak with them. So it's am I right to say that you're feeling like you want to become familiar to people? You want to promote yourself to people who are ready and interested in the sort of education that you have to offer. Not
Yeah.
just anybody, right? You want people who are like ready to come to you and be a student.
Yeah, because for example, we all need to get our people exact our like auditory. I mean, like not everyone wants to buy leather pants, for example. It should be specific people who like the leather pants, so they will come to the shop and will search for these leather pants, and they will be already warm customer who really seeking for the answers. Where is my leather pants? So I
Yeah.
want this kind of energy from people, and I just the most important is like when you're getting the feeling that you are interested and like with your person with who you're talking, that he feel excited and you feel excited,
Yeah,
you
I
both
totally
are.
agree.
Yes, that's amazing feeling.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so far maybe I just don't do wrong, I just do not do maybe right steps. I don't know how to promote myself, maybe I'm not taking it seriously, but I'm tired on this level. I need to step forward. I just don't know how to. Like I'm stuck. Like somebody like just glue me to the floor. I need
Oh,
to push me.
yeah. Yank yourself off. Yeah, okay. Well, so
Yeah.
I'm hearing that you you're mentioning you're using language that sounds a lot like marketing language and sales language. And I know you know a bit about sales because you were hired into a, you know, property sales position. I know, but this is can be so valuable to you, right? So, and I know what a great learner you are, what a great student you are because of all the classes you're taking, right? It's 4 classes or something like this on top of your full-time job, and then you're creating all this social media content. So, hello. So, when it comes to needing to learn, what you need to do to promote yourself, how to multitask, how to plan your lessons, what to offer, how to offer it. Um, again, it
I think
sounds
I need
to
you.
well, thank you. And I'm happy to keep working with you. It's such a joy. Um, but it's like it sounds like you have a lot of the knowledge, but these things also take time. And, which we've talked about. I mean, time management is important, but also there are real limitations on our time, like when we have to work, when we have to sleep, when we have to eat, take care of ourselves, decompress, right? If you're feeling like you're glued to the floor, that's a bit intense. So you may not have all of the energy to work at your normal day job and spend hours every day working on this new venture, right? So you need some downtime too, and you need time to reflect and think and plan,
Yeah.
right? Planning isn't just about being on the computer scheduling things or producing. It's about thinking. It's about getting quiet and putting pieces together, right? Like we've talked about. So
Yeah.
I'm wondering what would be helpful to you in terms of, between now and our next meeting,
Mhm.
if you could imagine that you've made some progress or you've, maybe you've gotten unstuck off the floor, I hope, um, you know, made some changes to your schedule, not just about, planning this venture, but also self-care. Like, are there some things that you can do between now and our next meeting that will help you move forward, help you as a whole person?
I think I just need to um, I need to get at least one customer just to understand that that's it. I mean, I have to be here for this customer, for this person who really needs some, help, how to, get more knowledge. And I just need to go with this because um, whenever we just talk like, yeah, I need to do this and I need to do that, it's just information. Whenever we go through this situation, become our experience.
Mhm.
So I just need to do it somehow. I need to
That
find the
sounds
person
great. That sounds
and not,
amazing.
yeah. I
What do you
hope.
think? How do you feel?
I feel you're amazing, Lindsay. I don't know. I didn't expect from my side that I'm gonna come with this answer. What,
You
really?
never know, right? Oh, that's wonderful.
Now I know how life coaching is working. That's amazing.
Oh, I'm so
I love it
happy.
so much.
That's great.
Yeah. So I need to basically go with someone and just start to help him or her to get what they want. I mean, to help them, to give them the information, to more deep information. And I think this is how it's gonna start. I mean, only through the practice. I'm done with theory. I mean, I'm tired of theory. I'm like already, it's over. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
shut
never
those
enough.
books.
It's never enough. But for me, I'm just getting the experience always from the experience. I'm not getting experience from the theory, only at
Mhm.
the beginning.
Yeah. It
Oh my
sounds,
God.
I'm hearing that you're ready. You're ready to flex those muscles and practice. I'm so glad that you mentioned that word. And yeah, sometimes, right, you just need to leave the books on the table for a while. Practice, and then you go back and you reference the books when you need them. I think
Yeah.
this is so amazing. It's so wise. It's so you. So I'm so excited for you. So I know there's many, I'm sure I have no idea about your connections, who you're going to find, but I know you can do it. Um, how do you feel about checking in? Would before our next meeting, you might find one person. You're going to do some work to find one person, right? You're going to think about
Yeah.
this. You're going to take care of yourself. You're going to try to strike a balance, but you're going to try to find this person. Would you like me to check in with you, or should we just meet same time, same place next Saturday?
No, no, please check on me.
Okay,
It give it will give me much more motivation because I know I have a coach and I need to give an answer, so I will be more, like responsible.
so I will use our WhatsApp thread and send you a text in how about in 2 days. I'm going to text you and ask you how it's going.
All right. I will
Okay.
try to find someone before this time.
Yeah. Take it easy and be kind to yourself, but I know you can do this. So
Thank you, Lindsay,
stay
so much.
strong, girl. Thank you so
I
much for your
enjoyed
time.
today. I enjoyed today. Thank you so much. I really like it, your energy, and you are so helpful. You
Oh, thank you.
explaining everything, and you just somehow getting the answers from me. Oh my God, it's everything inside me. You just know how to press this and that button. That's amazing. I
Thank you. Oh my
appreciate
gosh, it's such a pleasure. I'll
it's
see you.
professional.
Let's do it again
Thank you.
next Saturday.
Yes. See you, girl.
See you.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye bye. Take care, Lindsay.
Bye.